Good morning, everyone. You're welcome on Just Event Online TV. I'm Abdul Qadir Isiaq once again, and this is a special one-on-one interview with Right Honorable Professor Ali Ahmad, the Speaker of the 8th Assembly of the Kwara State House of Assembly. Also, he was once a member representing Ilorin South and East Federal Constituency at the Federal House of Representatives. He was once an Attorney General of Kwara State and Commissioner of Justice back then. So we'll be taking us through a lot of journey. We'll talk about Kwara State, we'll talk about him as a person, we'll talk about his vision as per his the overing noises around who will mount the number one seat of Kwara State in the coming general election. Thank you very much for granting us this opportunity, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Sir, let's start with Professor Ali Ahmed. I think for people like us that grew up in Ilorin, the name Ali Dodo has always been there. I think for almost 2 decades now, we've been hearing it. But at some point, we just heard that Ali Dodo is now a professor. At some point, we heard that Ali Dodo is now the Speaker of House of Assembly. Can you take us through the geopolitical journey in a little sense? Then we go into the conversation, really.
Right. Before becoming a politician, I've been an academic. I'm a trained teacher, a professional teacher, and that has put that love of imparting knowledge in me. So when I graduated and came back from the US, I went into teaching straight in the university. Then my alma mater, Bayero University, Kano, where I stayed, and up till the time I was in Kano really when I now joined politics. And let me address the issue that you just woke up and heard that Ali Ahmad is a professor. I have resisted uh, the bad bug of people running to be called professor. So I resisted it. Before I joined politics in 2005, I was an associate professor. That one, I mean, I was very, very young. I was 39, 40 then. So I was associate professor before I joined politics. So I didn't have to struggle much. I just had 2, 3 years to become a full professor. So I decided I will not, I will not take any promotion of professorship until I come back to the academics. I always knew then in 2005 when I was joining politics that I'm just going on a sojourn and I'll come back to academics because that's my first love. Whatever little knowledge I have, let's share it with the people. So I knew I was coming. So there was no rush for me to become a professor or to go and claim professorship or to go and do some things. You can see yesterday, Ghana released a ban against being awarded honorary doctorate and honorary professorship. In Nigeria, is everybody who just wants to be called a doctor. Everybody now, the haze is everybody wants to be called a professor without earning whatever it gives them, how it gives you joy when you don't profess anything. What do you profess? They just so that is me. Even when I was in the forefront of establishing Kwasu, then they were saying, "Okay, Prof, can you come to be Ali? Can you come to be the first dean? The next day we'll give you professor." I say, "Me, why do I need the professorship? Let me earn it. I want to be on ground in university." Even when I was in University of Ilorin, uh, when we lost election and I was the dean in University of Ilorin, I said, "Look, let me earn it. I want to earn it." I mean, I came from a well-established university. I mean, if you're talking law in the world, that's where we come from. So why would I now rush and say I want to be a fake professor? I wasn't in the hurry. So you could see most of my students, most of the people I thought had become professor while I was in politics. I said, no problem. When I finished in 2019, uh, with the autograph craze. So I went back to the university, spent my time. Before I transferred my service to the Federal University, it takes time. I was in base. They offered me the dean, which I took reluctantly. Quickly, they gave me professorship. Well, that's my promise. I took it. So thereafter, my papers were ready in the University of Abuja, so I transferred, and quickly they gave me my professorship. So I'm professor at base, professor at Abuja. So you can see when you bid your time, and so I can flaunt my two professorship. And now, so that's my academic journey. I've trained people; they become professors, they become senior advocates. So you could just be traveling in aircraft abroad and say, "Good afternoon, sir. I'm now a senior advocate of Nigeria. You are my teacher." I say, "Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. Congratulations." That's the joy of teaching and professorship.
But okay, let's look at this from this angle. When I'm trying to represent the constituency of the youth here. When we were growing up, people like academias were not really in politics, and then sometimes some people would say that these are the people we need in politics. You've been there, and the I want to say the political family you belong to was swept away in 2019. Every nook and cranny of Quara, you couldn't win a seat. Until date, I think you've lost two elections consecutively now. But would you rather say that the academias are the best ants?
I fear generalization. You can say the academics are the best people in politics. Neither would you say the Agberos who are currently leading us are the worst.
Leading us
Um,
where at the state or the federal level?
well, let's concentrate on the states because federal is for everybody. State is what concerns us in particular. So if you look at the states, um, we lost power in 2019.
19.
How did it come about? Yeah, maybe we were um some of us were obsessed, and then we didn't we I think we should say we lost touch with the people.
You
And
mean your political family?
yeah, then the otoge, which is otoge is a master class in diminished promises. Otoge promised us the moon, they gave us the bob. Otoge came on the wave of the little mistakes we made and made the most monumental mistakes ever to be uh, unleashed on the people. So you could see then, and so that is why I respect some people who led the Otoge movement. There are people call it Otoge um, revolution. It's an experiment. Otoge is an experiment uh, gone bad. It's it's a woeful failure. So now I think Quarants have determined and say, look, yeah, maybe then we're making some mistakes, but Otoge was not the answer. So they've determined that Otoge was not the way to go. And if it's not the way to go, how do you prevent it? That's why I commend you people. Anybody that is sticking his neck out, I want to be senator, House of Reps, local government chairman, governor. you smoke him out. Come and meet the people. That's why when you met me at the airport, I was resisting because then I was already in the mood of Ileya. I wasn't ready for all these issues. Politics is not the only thing that occupies my time 100%. I do so many other things. So um, when when I now receive this call that we should sit down, this is also my passion to see how you can deliver service with people, meet with people that you want to talk to them, share their expectations, their objective. So I commend this event, your outfit,
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
and I urge other outfits like yours, smoke people out. If you don't, that you've said that Otoge is a monumental mistake. Now, Otoge should never happen to Kwara State. What is Otoge? Otoge came on the promise, on the high promise that, look, we will do this, we will do that. High promises. Now is diminished hope. So it shouldn't. And how did it start? You just brought a figure in an opaque bottle. Nobody knows him. Nobody cares about him. He never spoke to us. And then rush him to government house. And this is what we have. So that should never happen again. Whoever wants to lead should come out, tell us, let's examine him, let's test him. Otherwise, you still, God forbid. So it is an issue that has been on the table, and that I've said that whenever I had opportunity to speak with people about my program, about what I've done before, because it's when you bring people out that you see what have you done before. If you are a politician, what have you done? If you are a malam, what have you done? If you are a civil servant, what have you done? Because it's not what you said I would do that will, okay, you say you will do this, but does it correlate with what you've done? So those are the issues that we need
But
to.
you made a statement that I really very much impressed in. As an academic, you said that some of you in your political family lost touch with the public. And when you say lost touch a little, when you use, you make it look simple. A lot of people were in pain. 2018, 2017. Talk about the percentage salaries at the local government levels. Talk about the, some people were not even getting the salaries to a point. And then apart from shelter, the next thing people want is food on their table. And Kwara State has been effectively described as a civil servant state. If the civil servants are not getting their money, it means the economy in the state will be stagnated.
Sure.
I want to talk about that for a little time. And I'll say that since this government has come to power, we've not seen that. Is that not an improvement to when you were there?
Oh, not at all. You see, that time, the income for Kwara State then was about 2 billion naira. And I'm sure salary took about 1.2, 1.3 billion naira, leaving that little amount for developmental projects. And you see what government of the day did. So many kwasu, bridges, education, and non-physical good governance issues, matters that you've seen, health, education. Now on salary specific, because that was what the Otoge movement,
Clung to.
yeah, you were in in a position where you were not even being able to pay salary because the money was just too little. You see, you have to go back. Kwara State was at the bottom that time, bottom of the table at that time. So you were having 600, 700, while your projection was 1.2, 1.3. So you were, if you remember, the governor then was going to the bank to borrow money to pay salary. So he was struggling. But now, with no effort from the governor, you know, Kwara State's money has now shot up to 11, 12 billion, oscillating between 10 and 12 billion. So if you look at the salary cut of that, maybe I'm not sure what it is now, but it's not up to 20% or 30%. I'm not sure. I mean, I know people are out there that they say, "Hey, Ali Ahmad has lied again." I mean, that's what.
But I want to say another
No, no,
thing.
no. So you see, the point is, the fundamental point is that the salary of the current of our current and then you now have the IGR. So the government now has enormous income now to play with. So you cannot compare it to. But even if you do, I'm no person that will come and tell you lie and pull wool on your eyes. I've accepted even before you said it. Yeah, we did committed some mistake, which is uh, for no fault of ours because we didn't create that time. If I would have felt most guilt if we had a lot of money and we were not paying salary. Oh, I will
Are you saying
admit.
that the government then did not have the money to pay the
There
salaries?
you could see it. You could see it. The salary level. That's what I was telling you. If I had access to data, I would give you everything, but I don't want to start quoting figures off head. So the salary level was over 50, 60% of what we were taking. And from the remnant, from the residue, was what we did to build Kwasu and all other things. And remember, Kwasu then, within 4 5 years, was ranked number 10, number 11 or so, right?
Yes, it was in the
Now,
top 20.
top 20. Now, where is Kwasu? And what is the government doing? Even then, government was not able to give subvention, much subvention to Kwasu, but you control the population, not more than 2,000. And then you see, tell the vice chancellor, you to go and improvise. Me too, as governor, I was improvising, go and without diminishing the standard. Now, Kwasu last year admitted over 12, 13,000 students, more than University of Ilorin, with all the professors that the university. It's no magic, the standard. I mean, we shouldn't be saying this, so let's leave that. But 12, 13,000. So if people like us come back, there will be a lot of reformation to restore Kwara State University to its enviable standard. We should be there in top 20. And then you see that even in the ranking of states universities, we're top notch. Because you see, you have to have a base. That's what we're telling this governor. We don't hate them. This is our state. But you see, you can't just wake up, something is happening, throw money into it. Something is not happening, throw money into it. This is easy, give them subvention. To them, giving subvention to Subeb, giving subvention to World Bank, giving it's an achievement. How? How is that an achievement? Bring 10 million naira, I'll bring 10 million naira, 20 million naira. Oh yeah, take achievement. We've given because they've lowered the standard and because the standard over there is low, so they believe everybody 3 million, 2 million people in Kwara State have diminished.
But I want to talk about this before I give you the floor to talk about the things, the good things you did. This is the last. When I was coming through the street to come to your house, I saw that this government has done a lot of things that your government did not do. The Amanu Bello house now is top notch. It is the entrance is something we've never seen before. I saw the revenue house, the tallest building in the whole of North Central Nigeria. There was the, I mean, at the edge there's the International Conference Center, there's Visual Arts Center here, and there's a bridge at the Unity roundabout. What used to be Unity roundabout, we now have an overhead bridge. When you say, I mean, the government has a lot of money, I think we're seeing where the government is spending this money.
You know, when you came in, I had high expectation of you that look at this young man, highly cerebral and But now you're making me change my mind. I'm saying that because you are not a street level person. Street level person, I can take this explanation from him. Why? And you don't, or maybe you just want to prod me to talk. Yes. For example, let me bring it down. So I always try to bring it down. When you have 100 naira, 100 naira in your pocket, and you went and buy cucumber that is just 10 kobo, you bought it for 30 kobo, and you brought it home, everybody was clapping. Is that it? You are now comparing it to when you were having not 100 naira, when you were having 30 kobo, and you brought exactly the same cucumber or a little bit less.
You're saying this government has built two different overhead bridges.
You are making, hold on, I haven't landed. You are making the same mistake and you shouldn't be. Have you asked yourself how much was that gate? Did you ask? Did you know?
Well, we don't have the information yet.
See yourself. See yourself. And you are a journalist. The bridge, did you know?
I think it's somewhere around over 6 billion naira.
I think it's about. The revenue house, did you know? See yourself. See yourself. That is the issue. So it is you. You see, you cannot be comparing oranges and apples. When you have the KWRS, how did it come about? It came about when the governor was wanted to go and borrow money. And our speaker, with the little knowledge we had, we say, look, let's reject this. Let's look at alternatives.
Are you saying you rejected
of course,
the proposal of the government?
You are not a 10-year-old then. You should know.
Sir, you see, I cannot speak for you.
Okay, this is what happened.
Okay.
The governor came that, look, house, we're not making money, we couldn't pay salary, this is it, that. We have to go a borrowing. And I cannot just be paying salary without any legacy project. I want to do projects. So I want to go and borrow 17 billion. That time, 17 billion was, a lot of money. I said, look, if you borrow this money, how do you pay back? We don't want the incoming governor to burden them too much so that they will have, and you see, that's what's causing problem within governors across the country and their successors, that the debt issue. So we don't want you to burden. So let's sit down. And we sat down. He's a financial guru with the little knowledge, and everybody, we brought experts, we did this, and we came out. He brought the money, and we said, okay, we might be wrong as a house because we're just a little less than 25, 30 people. We have 2 million quarters. Let's take it to them. If they say, okay, go and borrow, you see, we are absolved. You two are, you're not liable. We can go and borrow it. And then we took it home, and people said no.
Sir, please, I want to talk about that taking it home. Taking it home. Did you do the public hearing at the house?
Not even public hearing. Not even public hearing. We said every house member should go to his constituency, because if you do public hearing, it's people in Ilorin that will come. We don't have money to give people. So we say, okay, every member of house, go to your constituency, call people, because we were so confident that we want really to hear what people, unlike what so those are the things you should be comparing now. So people went home, all constituencies, not only in Ilorin, and people came with a resounding no. And we told
everybody came with a no.
Everybody. No.
And I want to get something here. Everybody came with a no, and you aligned with the no that the people said.
Of course, as a speaker, that's what I would. As Ali Ahmad as a speaker, I was at the same time a commissioner with Governor Abdul Fattah. I went to his house, we ate together. But you see, once I sit on that seat, as I don't know Abdul Fattah Ahmed, nobody gives me instruction. Because I know I'm using 4 years. I'm answerable to God. I will leave it. So as I sit, I could be in your house last night, but on that seat, Wallah, I'm responsible to
So
God. So
please,
when the answer
I want
came
to ask this
and the
because
resounding no,
we want to talk about your achievement as a speaker because
mhm.
currently there is brouhaha about the issue of freedom of information. You accuse me of not having information, and I'll tell you why I do not. Many people do not have information in Quara. We believe that you know about the FOI bill. You know the clause 31 that it was put in, and then it was there. I don't know if you've heard about. I know you're a well informed person. You heard about the public hearing and everything. Can you tell us? It was that the only time you said no to the governor about anything at all when it comes with the provision? Was that the only time you said no to Fatah
It
Ahmed?
couldn't have been the only time in 4 years. Couldn't have been. There was a time, there was this issue of threatening impeachment. We wanted to impeach him because we were going back forth on something. I said, look, as speaker, it's either I resign or you resign, or if my colleagues follow me, I impeach you. It's either I, as speaker, if I couldn't carry my members, I resign. Or if I could carry my members, you resign or we impeach you, because this is Kwara State. There's so many instances. Even I disagree with Senator Bukola Saraki. People don't know. For 20 years, I couldn't have been together with him without disagreeing. Even your husband and wife, a marriage that lasts is fraught with disagreement and infighting, but you settle quickly. But you see the difference with, because hold on, the difference with the leader, ABS, is this: if he says do something, you say, Oga, I cannot do it. Da, 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 da. Say, I said you can. This is why, this is why. A cerebral person. He said, oh, okay, I got your point. That's it. There was a time we were having issues with Governor Abu Fattah. He sided, of course, with Governor Abu Fattah. But later, when he saw reason, he called Governor Abu Fattah. I mean, these are things that I shouldn't be, but this is the reality. We disagreed with the governor to the point that we wanted to impeach him. We disagreed with the leader to the point that when we explained to him the person he is, give me a superior argument, and he yielded to you. So, for your question for FOI, let me tell you from.
I don't want to talk about FOI first.
Okay.
You were I think when you were the speaker, I'm very sorry. I want to guess you will be somewhere around a little bit over 50.
Yes.
I think that at that point, well, you're not a youth, but currently, how will you compare how you run your own house and how the Kwara State House is being run currently?
Well, I won't run down the House of Assembly. The Speaker is trying, given his experience and he wants to be loyal, he wants to be governor. So you should understand with the young man. But we expect him to at least assert yourself. You want to be governor, you have to draw the line with the governor that, look, governor, don't go this area. Yeah, I'm loyal. Nothing bad with loyalty. Loyal to the governor, he should be loyal to the governor. Um, uh, I talked to the young man. I talked to everybody in Kwara State government except the governor. The governor is an atypical person, not your everyday. I talk from the deputy governor down. Everybody, even your commissioners, they come. This talk criticism that you're having with the commissioner. Say, hey, Prof, thank you. You are helping us because they are impressed. 60,000 naira, 60,000, a commissioner. So they will say, thank you. Maybe the governor will rethink. So many of them, no conferences. They came bald-headed. They went out blank. Nothing. How? So anytime you talk, and the commissioner, His Excellency, the governor, has been, he was, well, the government, I would say someone bookman before, but now they're yielding. When we criticize them of not, taking this money, and then we're running down the government on health issue. You were taking 250 million naira annually since 2019 on nutrition. That's what people like you should be looking at. Not that I have 10 billion, I spend 3 billion on something that should be 200 million, and everybody is clapping. You shouldn't be clapping. I shouldn't be clapping. Yeah, the street man should be clapping. Hey, I saw good thing. So this man has been taking 250 million naira on nutrition of women, lactating women and children. And down the drain in 2025, we now have 300,000 children malnourished and stunted, quarant. We have the pictures. If I show you the pictures, we don't want to be dramatic. We just closing. And I told you now the governor is at least listening. The following day or two, he now brought the ANRIN people, the accelerated nutrition people gave, and at least we were happy. That's what we're saying. If we criticize you, it's not because we like or hate your person. Give quarants their due. So we're happy that, okay, from our intervention. So we hope also that please, this 60,000 naira that you are giving commissioners as impress, a commissioner cannot approve any project. A commissioner cannot, a commissioner
When you
doesn't
were
know.
when you were commissioner,
Oh, come
could you
on.
approve
You know it.
projects?
Do you ask that question? Commissioners approve budget. Commissioner approve contract of hundreds of millions. Because you are the commissioner. You are in charge. Go and defend your budget. Defend it with governor. Defend it in House of Assembly. Go and because you are yourself.
What I believe is that when you were there, a lot of money got lost, I think.
How? I haven't heard that.
Okay, I will say
I
that
haven't heard
there's
that.
an allegation.
Because there can't be money lost. Because every month we tell quarters today we had from Abuja 1.2 billion, from KWIs 600 million, from local government 20 million, and this is it. We've been begging this government.
But
That's
the-
why I'm
but
not
the-
accusing.
but the-
Hold on. That's why I've been screaming. Kwara State government is one of the worst governments in Nigeria when it comes to telling us what are you doing. They are too opaque. They are non-transparent. The least transparent governor in the whole of federation. You don't, and even if it is an oversight, you didn't know, you were not giving us information, I will say, please give us information. You readily give it. No. And do you know what they're doing? You know this, I'm in good mood today. It's after Ilea, I'm resting. So we can. Do you know what they're doing now? Because, and you see, this thing is deliberate. It's not that they're doing it out of ignorance, out of knowledge, because then you can pardon that. You can pardon that, he doesn't know. Oh, no, he's not aware. Oh, no, it's an oversight. This thing is deliberate. What's my evidence? Do you know what the Kwara State government is doing now? They're now pushing internal auditors to all ministries because they know what they're doing. They are opaque. They can't come out. They can't come out, so we help them. So they are now sending auditors. That's what we had. We had that they're sending auditors because people come and tell us they're now sending auditors to ministries and departments, possibly, allegedly, perfect documents, so that cook documents, do this, perfect it. That's what is going on. So, because if you tell lie, you have to continue telling lies, continue, but they will leave one rope untied. And that's what, so it is best, let them come. We advising them, we love them. This is people's money. It's not anybody's money. This is how much I made this month. This is
bring petrol and igniters to bomb and set fire on all ministries and burn all the, that's what will, but without that, they will still leave something untied and people will hold them accountable. And by that time, it will be too late for them. My advice to commissioners, to local government chairmen, I look at them, I meet some of them are my friends. I meet with them. Look, Mr. Man, if governor, this is what you should be doing. You say you are not doing it, it's the governor. If it is the governor, let governor write to you in writing, be putting it, photocopying it and putting it together, because your constitutional role, what Mr. Fagbemi SAN has done to you people to help you, your governors, not only Governor Abraman, the governors across the country are fighting the well-intentioned president that did this law. And you now say, okay, this is what our governors are doing. You, as a rational local government chairman, they are not allowing you to take your 400, 500. I was in Offa 2 days ago. They are taking 400 million naira every month. So if you now ask the chairman, where is our money? The governor is what? Where is the document? Where is the governor that the excuse me, sir, will you give me note? Hello, you are very stupid. Did you win your election? Is it not PDP that won election in your local government? Come on, get out.
Are you saying PDP won the election there? Like,
Are you saying that PDP? This is what I'm telling you from government circle. You go and meet the Oga or whoever is there. You say, hey, I'm demanding excellency or the commissioner for local government. My money is constitutional. Get out from it. Did you win your election? Is it not PDP that won it? So as a local government chairman, yes, you two knew you didn't win election.
Kwasek has announced the winner, and people have gone to court, and the court has certified the winners. Are you saying, as a legal practitioner, are you saying the court is wrong, or are you saying the Kwasek is wrong? Because some people have gone to court, and the court has affirmed the winners.
Look at how I'm looking at you. I know. Let me speak for my local government, Ilorin South. When we did the election, we won in the polling units. I don't know whether you remember where I went to the collation center where they were doing the Mahu. We went there. Can you do? Did you do what the law provides? Were you the one? Who are you that you are announcing or rejigging the numbers? You know what you're doing. Let's not go there. Everybody knows what happened.
When you come in, what will you do differently? You've talked about the government bringing smart people together. You know, Kwara is blessed with a lot of
I will be
people.
happy tomorrow if the governor, just like when we did tomorrow, let governor now say, okay, I won't call Ali, I won't call Saraki, I won't call Governor Lawal, I will call Otoge or the remnant of Otoge, because people have seen the light they've left. I will call whoever, or I will call Americans, call whoever. We want Kwara to be good. We just want Kwara, let him convene a summit and say, okay, now I want to, he can't do it all. I want to do education, I want to do farming, I want to do agri. If you ask yourself, what is Governor Abraman doing? Vendetta. That's his policy. Vendetta. He has no two policies. Vendetta against his party people that don't agree with him, against his party chairman, against his senators, against his House of Reps, against his even House of Assembly member, poor people that will dare to say no. He will go against them. They leave us, we are opposition. He will go against his friend with Kwara Hotel. He will go against him. He will vendetta. And when you now come to the end of it all, Saraki, he will demolish his house. He will put a billboard for Salah. He will remove it. He will put. You don't say. Sir, is that governance?
Sir.
As I said, Otoge should never happen. And the way it should never happen again is for you people to smoke out everybody that has ambition. Smoke them out. Come. And if he doesn't come, you say, by the time you come out fully, we will never support you. That's how you smoke them out. But if you invite them and they refuse to come and you keep quiet, you should go you yourself should go and hold a meeting. Look, we are not politicians. We don't support anybody. But this is the minimal standard. Anybody that is coming out, we invite him, whoever you are. If you don't come, we will be fighting you. Everybody that knows you people, you are very powerful. Don't undermine your power. That anybody that knows he wants, because out of governance is not a tea party. You must have something that you want to do. Something must be driving you. Whatever is driving this Otoge is vendetta. Somebody has been there, I will be there. Somebody has been governor, I will be governor. Somebody has been chairman governors forum, I will be there. It's not what you get, it's what you do with it. It's not being governor, this or that. It's what you do with that seat. What are you doing with chairman?
Have you not seen anything good about the current administration?
I've seen something good. When you advise them now in 2024, they are changing. That is good, and I commend them for that.
But prior to 2024,
what have they done that is good? Let them be transparent, and Ali Ahmad will fight their war. I challenge Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak. Let him be transparent for once. Let him put all the costs of projects on their website. Let him tell us monthly what he is making. Let him tell us how much he gave this, who he gave the contract. Let him tell us everything, and I will be the one, Ali Ahmad, to defend him. Let him remove Section 33 in FY 31 in FYPL. Because that section is repugnant to even the idea of freedom of information. Freedom of information is to make information available to everybody.
Some people will say that your political family is the creator of the problem of freedom of information we have. Freedom of Information Act was passed in 2011. I think that was after Governor Bukola Saraki.
Right.
And then you were in the Federal House. I'm very sure you were in the Federal House when it was passed.
Right.
But there was one thing. You were there 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, you became the speaker. 2016, 2017, 2018, nothing was done. Then 2019, at the wee hour of your administration, then you rushed to pass it. Then we say that it is because you lost election and you're rushing to smoke out the government that is coming.
Okay, that is the narrative. I will now tell you what happened. When the federal bill was passed, the thinking then, not only in Kwara, across the states, if you look at that time, there was no state that had a state's version of the law. The thinking was that it's a federal act that applies to states. Then there was a case, I think a little before 2019, and the issue came up whether, I think in Benin or somewhere,
yes, in
Benin, yeah, whether the act, and I think the court, I can't remember fully because I don't want to be held to some misstatement that doesn't go to the substance of the issue. So the judge now said that no, state governments should have their own version of the law, right? At that period. So when it says so, every state now said, okay, let's start having it. And that was around 2019. So at that time, we now came to the realization that there should be state version of the law all along. Just like EFCC Act. EFCC Act doesn't have a state version. It's a statute of general application. But so by that time, when the court now said, no, states should have their own version. So that's when NSUD, and we were about going. I hope you're following me.
Yes.
So that's when NSU now brought it. So, oh, okay, this is consistent with the new thinking about the law. And we now say, okay, we're going, okay, we read the law, we put it to the people said yes, so okay, pass it, we passed it. And then we gave it to the government. So now, this year, Supreme Court now, and the same case, I guess.
Yes, the same case has now go to Supreme Court.
Supreme Court now changed it again.
Operational.
I said, the initial thinking that we're thinking was the correct.
He's saying that as a professor, then your expertise told you that this FY bill is functional in Kwara. That was why you did not think of domesticating.
Thank you very much. That was the thinking. And now Supreme Court has now aligned with that thought that yes, it is the thinking that our initial thought that the law is a statute of general application, just like EFCC, just to make it graphic, just like EFCC Act, which doesn't have state version. Now that FYI law is like that, so states needn't. It was when Supreme Court now had that Kwara State is now rushing, and is now also rushing at the wrong side of the law. You know, I will advise them, because that law is an illegal. I said it at the airport that no, that law is not law. I will crush that law when hopefully.
Exactly.
When I become governor.
Are you planning to be an autocratic
Yeah,
governor?
well, you see, I love that sort of criticism. I love it. It's good.
So, you see, when you are engaging with government, let these government people talk. It's not good that they just become so mumbokumo. They just dead. They just not talking to anybody. Not talking. So it's good that we're at least smoking them, eliciting information. So then they say, oh, Ali will be an autocratic government. Do I look like an autocrat? I'm a Democrat. What I said was that law will start functioning, because that law substantially is no law. Kwara State, the FYP is no law. They're just sustaining it because they are in power. Kwara State FYP is no law, one, because it's contrary to the federal law. One. Two, it is contrary to Supreme Court's decision. So as a governor, it is my constitutional duty to apply Supreme Court decision. Because I mistakenly thought everybody would understand the law. So now I'm making it plain that as a governor, it is my duty to effectuate the decision of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has said states do not have that jurisdiction to pass another FYI, that the federal one is subsisting. If you want to, yeah, it's a subsidy. You can pass it, but it shouldn't be contrary to the federal law. So I'm saying that Kwara, by the decision of the Supreme Court, the Kwara FY bill is illegal, it's non-law. It is only law on paper because they are still in government. And the first day we're there, we will apply the Supreme Court and just throw that law into the dustbin.
Okay, I think we are going down to the level. Let's talk about our community. You're a community man. I'm very sorry to say this, but I know a lot of people that will say they know you on the ground before you went into politics. You've been very vocal about this issue of pavilion, the Doba, and then the Kaka around, the decision of KWGIS, and then with the Sudan Pavilion and everything. Like, I want you to tell us what your view about this pavilion is.
Well, we would. I want to say it. It shouldn't have happened. I've never heard of it. That Doba will be held elsewhere apart from the Emir's palace. Even those whose custom tradition did not last a couple of decades, unlike us that is centuries back, didn't hold anywhere. And Doba is to show the knighthood of our people, how valiant they were then. To show it, these are forefathers, this is how they conducted themselves. Nobody tried to show them nonsense. This is it. And then to bring back those memories. What happened on that day? What they called Doba? It wasn't Doba. It wasn't Doba. They just went there. Did you see any horse race? No. Did you see any horse parade? No. What you see is people who just gathered, and because we're community people, we supported it even. I took tuwo to the place. People ate tuwo, fine tuwo with begiri to the Doba place. You know? That wasn't Doba. Oh, just gathering of people. So, and if you ask them now, they will not dumb. Next year, will it hold there? No. So this year, why did it hold there? Oh, we should be, yeah, they are in power, But come out, has any commissioner or whoever come out to tell us that, hey, my people of Kwara, this is what is happening? Talk to us, talk.
And there has been exchanges online from government officials and from the side of the person that facilitated the pavilion and everything. Because I think not normally we say, I mean, those places have been docked, so it is not safe to have the dog there because it is not safe. And but there has been we've been hearing whispers and we've been seeing things that are substantial about this issue of Doba, about this issue of pavilion. What would you say, like, as an experienced lawmaker, when a lawmaker facilitates a project, then do you normally encounter this kind of bodies?
No, this is the first time. Because as I said, there was a release that I made. This is 500 million naira federal money that is coming to Kwara. It's not part of our project. Now, governor says he wants to do it. He will do it from our own money, Kwara money. So that's costing us money. This one will have cost us 0 naira. 0. But because of his policy, one policy, one and only policy of vendetta, that's his policy. And it's consistent with his policy. So people like us aren't surprised. Because of his policy of vendetta, he will not like that project. He would rather Kwara people suffer 500, which his own might not be 500. It might be 2 billion by the time they will do it.
Are you preempting him?
I'm not preempting. I'm just telling you from what has happened yesterday is what will happen tomorrow from this government. So inflation of contracts. I can say that inflation of contracts is there, and as soon as proving it for us. If they are not inflating, bring out the document. That's the only way to challenge this. Take them to police station. What will police station? Police station will clamp people there. They will put them in prison for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. They will come out. But the fact still remains: inflation of contracts.
Okay, I want to say this and then we'll cap it off. When you become the governor, you said something that I enjoyed so much. You said that out of the 3 million Quarrens, the people that are at the House of Assembly, they just got lucky to be there. It's not that they are the smartest.
Sure.
So you said if you get lucky to become the governor of Kwara, I want you to tell us what your relationship with the House of Assembly will be. Will you be leading them by the jugular, or you lead them to do their work? And then your relationship with the local government chairman. Will everything be shrouded in secrecy, or you will leave them to do their job?
If Ali Ahmad becomes governor, he will let the Kwara State House of Assembly perform its constitutionally assigned duty without let or hindrance. He will let the chairman, 16 local government chairmen, perform their duty consistent with the judgment of the Supreme Court on the local government.
Would you say 5 years to?
It won't take 5 days to do that. It won't take when I become governor, it won't take 1 week before you start seeing fundamental changes. Not building bridges. Every dim-witted governor can build bridge. Everybody can. Well, the difference is that how much are you building the bridge? What is that bridge leading to? What is it tied to? What do you want to achieve? When you build bridge here and you have people at Okolo die, and you say that Okolo is federal road.
Thank you very much. I think that has been a very lengthy, educating, and entertaining one. I never expected it to be like this, but I hope that when the full-fledged campaign comes, we'll be able to have you some other time to tell us your manifesto and the things you have to do. You know, in Nigeria, they say we campaign in prose and we govern in poetry. So you tell us the process, the things you want to do one after the other. We know it's not the right time for that. Thank you very much, Professor, Right Honorable Professor Ali Ahmad. He said he doesn't fancy being called professor that much. He became a professor when when he was very, very young for it. I'm very we really the platform really appreciates this opportunity, and we hope some other time we'll have the chance again. Thank you very much, our viewers. I remember myself of the countries here once again. Do have a lovely day. See you next time.